Hello, welcome to FM Scout. I'm Bood FM and thanks for joining me today in what is probably episode 2 of the Where To Next series. Now, before we get into this, as always, we always like a cheeky plug of our own channels. If you've never checked it out, you probably have already. But if you haven't checked it out, I've got my own channel. I've got a Let's Play series with Huddersfield Town called Bood in the Hood. It's gone really good. Hopefully you check it out. Hopefully you enjoy it and put my heart and soul into it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Right, today's episode, and we're going to look at where to next for John Terry. We did Wayne Rooney in the previous episode and I found that quite interesting. And in the news recently, it's been said that John Terry's contract is not going to be renewed at the end of the year, which is, you know, he's a great player. He was fantastic, wasn't he? He's had an absolutely cracking career with Chelsea. He's won everything. He was a captain for years. He's won lots of England caps. He was England captain. There's been a few scandals. We know that. His 2 Champions League finals probably weren't the best either. One, he slipped and missed the penalty. The second one he didn't play, but he decided to wear his full kit when he went to get the trophy. But you know, you can't knock his career. He's won more medals than most. But his Chelsea career is coming to an end at the end of this season. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at maybe putting him at 3 different clubs, and what them clubs are. Well, we're going to send him to America, where most old players seem to go, or quite a lot of them go, and we're going to let him play at Atlanta United. The reason being is, well, they're going to be a new MLS side when the next season comes out. I don't know if you've played it yourself, but if you do, after the first season of FM17, they do become a playable team. I thought it'd be quite exciting to put him at a new team, see if he can help him kickstart their franchise. So he's going to be going to Atlanta. The next club we're going to send him to is Shanghai. It's where Carlos Tevez is. I just thought, you know, send him to China, let him go play with a decent player, and, you know, go for the big money, the big paycheck, see if he can do it in China. Which will be really interesting. And the last club is a little bit different. Now, in the news, it was said that apparently John Terry loves going all day to Dubai, and interested in maybe playing in, you know, the United Arab Emirates League out in the Middle East. One of his old teammates, Dan Petrescu, is a manager of Al Nazir. I think that's how you say it. So we're going to send him there as a 3rd club. Let him go to Dubai. Let him live there. It's a cracking place to live. And see how well he can do in that league, which I think will be really good, because I know nothing about that league. Alright, let's just have a quick look at John Terry, just while he's at Chelsea before his contract finishes. I mean, on here he has got a deal to 2018, because the computer doesn't know that he was not going to be getting a deal in real life. One thing that did have to change is he was set in the editor on the database, the normal database, to retire as soon as he finishes at this current club. Now, obviously, we know that he's carrying. He wants to play. He wants to play on. So I did uncheck that, because if I didn't, he'd just retire. No matter where you sent him, he just retired. Now, here he is at Chelsea. He's just played, and he has played. Unlike in real life, he's played the whole season. And stat-wise, I mean, he's still very good. He's never the quickest anyway, but he's a fantastic player. 20 bravery, 19 determination, 20 leadership, 20 teamwork. Got natural fitness of 18, which, you know, helps an older player. At 36, he needs that. His heading's 18, his marking, his tackling's not as good as it was. Work rate's still very good, good technique. I mean, he's a great centre-half, one of the best in his prime. So can he still do it? I think he can. I think he's going to have a good time, but hopefully he can maybe win some trophies. So here we are with Atlanta United. Great looking team, look like AC Milan, don't they, with the home kit. I think the owner is the same owner of is the guy who owns the Atlanta Falcons. A lot of MLS teams do that. I know the New England Revolution's owned by the New England Patriots owner, Robert Kraft. So, yeah, new club. I think they've been around a while, but, you know, they finally got into the MLS and brought a few players in, and now they've got John Terry. They're in the Eastern Conference. It's good teams. Got New England, Montreal, DC United, both New York teams. Orlando City, who are quite a new team. Toronto, Philadelphia. You know, it's a tough conference. Can John Terry, I mean, even at 36, he's probably one of the best defenders in the entire MLS. You know, contract-wise, I did the same with Wayne Rooney. We're going to look at it. He's not going to America for money. He's got enough money, hasn't he? He's going to America for the lifestyle, to enjoy the last few years of his career, and I didn't want to risk putting him on a proper wage, because they do have funny wages, don't they, in the MLS. They only have so many can have big wages, and I just thought it'd be simple just to put him on $2,000 a week, like the majority of the squad. And you know, he's gone there for the lifestyle. Not a lot of money, but who cares? Because I hopefully think he'll do well this year. Right, here we are with JT. His stats still look quite good. I think his natural fitness have obviously helped him with that. If we have a look at his history, and he's played the full season, played 30 games, got a really good average rating, didn't score, set a few up and had a couple of man of the matches. Now, if we have a look at the Eastern Conference, they finished 4th, so they obviously qualified for the playoffs, which is cool. I mean, they didn't win the league, they've come some way off that, but it's not about winning the league, is it? The conference, it's about getting into the playoffs. Now, this is the Supporters' Shield. I think it's both conferences mixed together. I'm pretty sure it is. And you see the overall stats, and they came 8th. So it'll be interesting to see how well they did in the playoffs, especially because it's the first year. And look at this. They went on a decent run. They got Dallas in the final, and they only went and won it. JT played, didn't get man of the match. Chris McCann did, but they beat FC Dallas 3-2 in the MLS Cup. So, I mean, look at that for an even game. 11 chances each, 50-50 in possession. I mean, they had a few more chances on target. They were a bit dirtier. Went down to 10 men as well. But, you know, 85th minute winner. JT, man. How good's that? Pretty surprised with that, but fantastic result. So looking at all their competitions, and, you know, they came 8th in the Supporters' Shield. They got to the quarterfinal. Oh no, they're going to be into the quarterfinal. Sorry, of the American Champions League, and they were knocked out in the 4th round of the US Open. So, end of the day, I think winning the MLS Cup is a fantastic achievement, especially in your first year as a team. But John Terry's very happy. So if we look at his achievements for the entire season, and he did all right. He was named vice captain. He got in team of the week lots. He was shortlisted for defender of the year, back in team of the week. Got best newcomer of the year, won the MLS Cup, named in the MLS best 11, and was defender of the year, runner-up. Gutted. But do you know what? What a fantastic year he's had in America. Right, next up, he's going to China. He's got Shanghai, the current champions. They won it last year after, you know, I can't say them, but they dominated it. Whoever that team are there, won the league 6 years running. Well, now Shanghai are the team, and they've brought in Carlos Tevez, who, as we all know, is a great player. Had a great career, still a very good player on this game, and he's on a massive contract. So they've got Tevez up front, and in this world, they've got John Terry at the back. So solid team, really. Can they regain the title? They've got a really good chance of doing that. Right, quick look at John Terry's contract, and unlike America, where he went for the lifestyle, not the wages, here he's definitely come for the wages. 250 grand a week. But, you know, it could be tough here. China's a very different place to the West. Some people might thrive there, some people might struggle. So I don't know if that's a factor in this game when they struggle there. Sometimes players get homesick, don't they? They find it hard to settle. In America, they spoke the same language as John Terry. Can't really imagine John Terry learning Chinese, no offence. But he's in a good team, he's in the Champions team. Can he have a good season? And here is the league, and wow, finished 6th. So they were champions. They brought in Carlos Tevez and John Terry, and finished 6th. That's disappointing, I'll be honest with you. Although, if you look, John Terry was the best player in the league, so at least he did well. So we look at the entire competition page, and they won the Super Cup at the start of the season, so, you know, we got one trophy there. But then they went on and won the Chinese FA Cup as well. Well, he hasn't finished the season empty-handed. He won the Chinese FA Cup. So, you know, at least he won a decent trophy. You know, again, he's not finished empty-handed. So, nice one, John. Now, if we have a look at his achievements overall, he won the Super Cup at the start of the year. Obviously, because I think it's similar to the Charity Shield, because they just won the league. He was named in Team of the Week multiple times. He was named in Team of the Year. And he broke the Shanghai record for the highest average rating in a season. Finished the season their best player, and then he won the FA Cup at the end of the year. So again, I think he's had a very successful season. In China, I think a great season. In America, he's had a great season in China. I think he's definitely still got a lot to offer. But now, can he do it in the Middle East? Now here we are at Al Nasir, I think it is. I've probably said that wrong, apologies. if I have and it offends you. But, you know, I know nothing about this league. I know nothing about any of these teams. This league itself doesn't even exist on the game. I had to download this from the Steam Workshop. Someone's built it. Thank you very much to that person. And yeah, Dan Petrescu is the manager, and this one's more about the lifestyle again, because he's self-confessed Dubai fan. But is he going to go out here and treat it as a holiday, or is he going to get down to business like he did in America and he did in China? It's going to be interesting to see, because he's done very well in both them two countries. Can he do well here with his friend Dan? Let's have a look at his contract. And it's a good contract. It's like a middle ground contract. We've gone from not a lot of money to stupid money. This one's 50 grand a year, which is very good. I think it's a good wage for this league, because I think there's quite a lot of money in this league. So he's going to enjoy it, or he's just going to go on holiday and not do a thing. Let's jump into the future and find out. And here we are with the Arabian Gulf League, and yeah, they've not done that great, have they? Finished 7th. He's not on the average rating list, so yeah, disappointing. Maybe he played well. Let's have a look. Played 36 games, scored 1 goal, set up 3, and finished the season on a 7.4. So, you know, at least he did well. Maybe it was the team around him failing him, but I expected more. Did he do well in any other competitions? And the answer to that is no. They got knocked out in the semi-final of the President's Cup. So he's finished his first season in the United Arab Emirates without anything. Maybe he drank too many cocktails by the side of the pool, dabbled too many of his new teammates' wives instead of concentrating on his football. But, you know, did he do anything? Did he get any awards? Let's have a look. And here we are with the awards. And he's won multiple Player of the Week. He's got in Team of the Week, inducted into the overall best 11 for the team, seasonal best 11, and named in the overall league's best 11. So yeah, I think personally he did well. It's just unfortunate he didn't win any trophies, because he did in America. He won the big one in America, and he did pretty well in China as well. So yeah, ending on a bit of a damp squib there. But yeah, the conclusion is, I think John Terry's still got something to offer. We've put him in China, put him in America, in a new club, put him in the Middle East. And he obviously didn't win anything in the Middle East, but I think in every country he played, he was brilliant. Ended up in like the team of the years. He won a couple of trophies. He had very good average ratings. I know these leagues aren't the same strength as the Premier League, but it's all good levels of football. So I think, you know, this is that stage of his career. He's not going to be playing at the very top anymore at his age. So to go somewhere like this and still perform, I think it's very good. It's quite interesting, especially if you're playing the game and you want to sign him. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you'd have to change it in the editor, don't get me wrong, because if he leaves Chelsea, he will retire. But if that's something you want to do, if you're a Chelsea fan and you want to have John Terry when he's 36 in some random team, you know he's going to do a good job for you. Personally, I don't know, where would you go? Personally, I'd like to know what you think. I said this with Rooney, I'd probably go to America maybe. I just love America, I'd like to go and live there. China would be tempting because of the money. So, and then Dubai, holiday time. Get one of them little islands, your own little personal island off the coast. You could definitely afford one of them. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps us here at FM Scout, and I really appreciate it. The whole team always appreciate your thumbs ups if you're nice enough to give them. If you're new to FM Scout, feel free to subscribe. We're really trying to bring you daily content. We've got a great team of guys here, and it is hard. We all work our hardest to try and entertain you. Hopefully we do that. So thanks for all you guys who do sub and support us. Before I do go, I always like to say, don't forget to check out our website if you've not already. Got lots of great articles on there. I get all my stuff from there, like kit packs, logo packs, all that jazz. It's a quality website, definitely worth checking out. So that's me, I'm Bood FM. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.